In economics, we tend to focus mainly on micro, macro, international development studies and so on. But in contemporary times, we have to acknowledge the fact that environmental economics and population studies are gaining huge importance, and it is important that we pay sufficient attention to these two aspects as well. Hello everyone, welcome to Score Settled. So in this video, we'll be discussing important questions with respect to environmental economics and population studies that are very, very important from the examination point of view. So let's start. The first question. Under the Green Climate Fund of UNFCCC, what ratio of financial allocation between adaptation means resilience and mitigation means you're reducing emissions activities is aimed at? So financial allocation, as far as the ratio is concerned, it is 50:50. Means 50% of the finances should go towards adaptation and the remaining 50 should go towards mitigation. That's a factual question as such. Next question. Which of the following is not an assumption of Coase theorem related to externalities and environmental problems? The answer here is 2, that is presence of income effect. It is not an assumption. Rather, the correct assumption is the absence of income effect. Okay, now basically why the theorem assumes the absence of income effect is to ensure an efficient final outcome. Right? So in case if the income effect is present, right, then the party granted property rights may exploit its situation, right, may demand higher price to ensure that the environmental quality remains the same. So the outcome may vary if there are income effects present in the situation. So therefore, to reach an efficient final outcome, Coase theory assumes that there are no income effects there, right? Because any kind of income effect would change the willingness to pay, right? So therefore, second is the right answer. Next question. Now this is a very important question. So, which of the following values indicates that each woman is being replaced by one daughter, leading to a stable population over time? And the correct answer is NRR equal to 1, that is your net reproduction rate. So this means that every mother replaces herself with one daughter, right? So now NRR being equal to 1 implies a stable population. Okay, NRR greater than 1 implies every woman is being replaced by 2 daughters. It will imply increasing population in the long run, and NRR less than 1 implies that there is shrinking population, means one woman is not even able to bear one daughter specifically. Okay, so every woman is being replaced by a daughter. Okay, so that is what net reproduction rate means. Just for your general information, GFR is your general fertility rate. That means for every 1,000 women of childbearing age, right, there is only one live birth that takes place. Next, now total fertility rate implies that a couple, that is 2 individuals, they are bearing one child, half a population. Okay, so a TFR equal to 1 implies shrinking population. Okay, and last is your gross reproduction rate, means average number of daughters a newborn female would bear during her lifetime, right? So these are important terminologies with respect to population studies, so do keep in mind, especially NRR, TFR and GFR. Okay, these three are very, very important. Okay, so please do keep this in mind. At least one question definitely comes out of this, right? Now, next question. Now, when imports are restricted with quota rather than a tariff, a cost is sometimes magnified by a process known as rent seeking, where companies are spending more. Companies are spending more to secure that advantage, or I should say artificial advantage, to like capture the market. Cut. Action. Where companies are spending more to capture that artificial advantage. For example, your tariff exemptions, their quotas, and so on. Okay, so rent seeking is the answer in this case. Now, in this question, we'll be using the division rule from differentiation. So multiplication, division rule are very important, and do keep a note of it, right? Now, given y is equal to 1 plus x divided by 1 minus 2x, find the correct alternative. So we have to find the dy by dx. So what is the division rule that we have? That dy by dx is equal to vx, which is the denominator, multiplied by u dash x, that is the differentiation of the numerator, minus v dash x, that is the differentiation of the denominator, multiplied by the numerator as it is, the whole divided by vx the whole square. Okay, that is what your differentiation rule basically states regarding division. Okay, now the first thing can be that we can just look at the options and see that where is your 1 minus 2x the whole square, which is in option 2. That is the right answer. But if we solve it completely, we can say that vx, which is 1 minus 2x the whole multiplied by u dash x, that is differentiation of the numerator, this is multiplied by 1, minus 1 minus 2x differentiation is minus 2, multiplied by ux is 1 plus x. Okay, so we can say that 1 minus 2x plus 2 plus 2x the whole divided by 1 minus 2x the whole square. Okay, so solving it, we get 3 minus 2x plus 2x gets cancelled, 3 upon 1 minus 2x the whole square. Again, we've come to option 2 as the answer. So at the end of this video, one thing that we've come to know is that environmental studies and your population studies, these are very important, especially the basic terminologies. Second point is that you should be very well versed with the rules of differentiation as well as the rules of integration also. They are clear-cut marks for you. Okay, so we'll end this video here. I hope you found it useful, and we'll come up with another set of very important questions from the examination point of view. Till then, take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Thank you.